12 people sit in a room in Washington, and what they decide about one number can make your rent go up, your job disappear, or your savings actually grow. That number is the federal funds rate. And the wildest part? The Fed doesn't really control the economy. They control a thermostat. Today, how 12 people decide whether America runs a little hot or a little cold. Picture the whole U.S. economy as a house. When it gets too hot, prices rising fast, everyone spending, stuff selling out. That's inflation.
And when it gets too cold?
Businesses stop hiring, people stop spending. The whole place freezes up. That's a recession. The Fed's job is to keep the house comfortable, not too hot, not too cold. And the dial they turn is called the federal funds rate, basically the price of borrowing money. Here's how the dial works. When the Fed raises rates, borrowing gets expensive. Mortgages cost more, car loans cost more. Businesses think twice before expanding. The economy cools down. When the Fed lowers rates, borrowing gets cheap. People buy houses, companies hire, money flows. The economy heats up.
So they just pick a number and the whole country listens?
Pretty much. Banks lend to each other at that rate, and every other rate in the country follows. But how do they pick the number? 8 times a year, 12 people, called the FOMC, sit around a table and stare at data. 2 questions only. Question 1, is inflation near our 2% target? Question 2, are people getting jobs? If prices are climbing too fast, they raise rates to cool things off. If unemployment is climbing, they cut rates to warm things up. That's it. 2 dials on 1 thermostat. The hard part isn't the decision. It's that the thermostat takes about a year to actually change the temperature. Real example. In 2022, inflation in America hit 9%, the highest in 40 years. Gas, groceries, rent, all climbing. So the Fed cranked the dial. They raised rates 11 times in 18 months, from near 0 up to over 5%.
Did it work?
Mostly. Inflation cooled to around 3%, but mortgages doubled, tech companies laid off thousands, and the housing market froze. That's the trade-off. You can't cool the house without making somebody uncomfortable. So the next time you hear the Fed raised rates, you'll know what's actually happening. 12 people, 1 thermostat, an entire economy trying not to overheat or freeze. They don't always get it right, but they're the ones with their hand on the dial. Hit subscribe. Next videos on why some products are sold at a loss on purpose. And that's your sense to know. No, 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 no.